Have you ever just made a joke and you took it too far? It wasn't about any sensitive topics, you just happened to joke about murdering children? No? 'Cause I do that a lot. My French homework. I started off with some exercises. We were making our own sentences, and I said things like "Je n'aime pas aller à l'école," which means I do not like going to school. But then I took it a little bit too far, and I said "Je n'aime pas que nous n'ayons pas les permissions que tuent les enfants," which means I don't like that we don't have permission to kill children. Êtes-vous sûr que je ne tue pas les enfants? Which means, are you sure that I did not kill the children? Il est possible que je boive le sang de la licorne, which means it is possible that I drank the blood of a unicorn. Il est possible de tuer les enfants. It is possible to murder the children. Or, il est possible de manger les enfants, which means it is possible to eat the children. So, I think I'm worrying my French teacher, but that's probably a good thing, because if I don't give my teachers a hard time, what am I there for? This isn't just a recent thing in French class, no, this is kind of permeated to just about every social situation I've been in. If there is a person around, I have made jokes about infanticide, or some other equally horrible thing. I have a dark sense of humor, and I take pride in that, but other people worry and suggest that I see a therapist. Now, when I say other people, I don't mean that there are still people, because the people who did tell me that are now in the ground, and the government doesn't know about that, so that's just between you and me, okay? I don't think that my dark sense of humor comes necessarily from me taking pleasure in murdering children and hearing them scream and cry for help. I think it comes more in my just deep-set misanthropy, the hatred of people. I'm not a fan of speaking in front of people. In fact, I hate it. I have had to go up in front of an audience, and instead of doing anything worthwhile, I felt like passing out and vomiting at the same time, and then instead stumbled through some words and sat down unsure of what I said. But in my English class this year, I have had to give 2 oral presentations in front of the class, and I think that this is kind of just a thing that happens. Each time I have gone up, I haven't really been aware of what I'm doing until I sit down, and then I've realized both times, oh my goodness, I told everyone in the class that I hate them all. At the beginning of this school year, I opened a speech by saying, and I quote, "I really hate every single one of you." And just this past week, I had to present my opinion on a subject, and I decided to talk about the culture war because I read an article about it online, and I ended up telling the class that I hated everybody, and people in the class raised their hand and said things like, "Do you hate me?" And I said yes. I mean, I wasn't lying, but it's kind of not, I didn't mean to say what I was thinking. But yes, I hate everyone. Funny story about my English class this year. One time, my English teacher opened the door and commented on the weather. "Come on in. Brr, it's cold outside." Oh man, I love it so much. I wish it would thunder. But do you want the lightning that goes with that? Well, I mean, how else am I gonna reanimate my dead friends? Daniel! What? Okay. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. They were delicious. I was hungry, so I ate them. Is that a crime? Daniel. I'm just gonna end this by saying I haven't murdered anyone. I don't plan on doing it. I don't support infanticide, and I do not support eating your friends, because your friends are probably there because they respect you, or they should be there for that reason. They should be there because they like you, and they should also be there because you like them. And so, you don't really want to eat the people that you like. If you were to have to eat people, eat the people you don't like. And if you have to murder someone, make sure it's a child. Or an old person. Or an idiot. That works.